Hello there, welcome. Ahoy all cruisers. It's great to have your company. Now, we have got the most amazing lineup tonight with Planet Cruise. It's great to be back. Apologies, I wasn't very well last week. It was great to be back. We've got the very best deals that you could ever imagine as part of our January sale. Unbelievable prices, loads of exclusives, deposits starting from just £1. You name it, we've got it. And guess who's back? The fabulous Justin. Hello, matey.
How you doing? You all right? It's great to see you again.
Great to see you.
Great to hear your voice back as well.
Well, actually, a few people were relieved that I'd lost my voice, actually. But anyway, it is back, yes.
Well, it got worse. You heard more of mine. But no, I mean, you know, you've got all of this in the press at the moment with all the politics that's going on. It's snowing in certain part of the country. What do you want to do? You want to book a cruise.
I just want to get away from it.
Exactly. Beat the beast from the east by booking a cruise. There you go. That's what you need to do.
Well, I tell you what, the deals we've got tonight are incredible. I'm just looking. I mean, I have got my eye on the Marella all-inclusive.
I thought you were going to say you had your eye on something else. You've always got about 3 cruises you got your eye on.
Right, the Marella all-inclusive, starting at under £780. That is a steal.
But
what?
You know, it's the January big sale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strictly tonight, we've actually got one cruise that's technically not part of the big January sale. Okay. Strictly technically. I can't say what it is yet. Okay. I'll let you know later on. I mean, you know, the cruise line is just full of modern luxury.
Ooh, hang on, you've got me on the edge of my seat.
Right?
Also, we're good, aren't we?
What? I don't know. Yeah. No, but all joking aside, if you're watching tonight and you know the deals that we usually do in January sales, this particular cruise, we shouldn't really do it in this January sale. It's part of Luxury Corner, but we don't usually do Luxury Corner in the big January sale. But it's such a good cruise. It's such a good cruise line. It's such a good cabin. Wow. We had to bring it to you. So that's going to be coming up a little bit later on. It
sounds like the sort of cruise a celebrity may go on.
Exactly. And, you know, just listen. When you hear that horn, that's when you want to be perking up and going, hello.
Okay. So that is coming up. Are you on the edge as well? Anyway, it is the big January sale, which is coming to an end. A lot of the deals are coming to a close in the next few days. So we've got deposits starting from just £1, haven't we?
Yeah, of course, all the terms and conditions are available. And if you want to check anything, please ask your cruise specialist. One of the most popular things that's been this year in the big January sale has got to be the 0% interest payment plan. Yes. Again, terms and conditions apply, but just check when you book.
And if you think that another agent is going to give you a better deal, I know exactly. We'll offer a price match guarantee.
Yeah, and all joking aside, you know, we are top agent with the majority of the cruise lines because we do so much business for them.
So we get the deals.
Yeah, and by the way, it is, you know, coming towards the end of this month. So make sure that you get... Well, it's coming towards the end of January. I was just trying to be generic then. It's coming towards the end of January. The big January sale ends at the end of January.
That does make sense.
Shock horror.
We should say, by the way, because we've been so busy during January, we've actually extended our opening hours in our contact centre. So you've got until 11 o'clock on an evening, and we open at 8 on the morning for January because it's been that busy. So you can give us a call anytime from 8 in the morning till 11 at night. Now we've got some Wendy Wu news as well, haven't we?
You see, I've always missed the Wendy Wu specials, and of course Wendy Wu does guided tours around Asia with Royal Caribbean. So this is a great opportunity if you really want to immerse yourself in the culture and also learn a little bit more. Then we've got a great opportunity to meet and find out a little bit more about her. You can see all the details there at www.planetcruise.com/cruise-events.
That will be a great day, and it's on the 4th of February. That's a Monday. But if you want to register, as you say, just the details of that. Now, we also have a chance to win. And I'm a massive Azura fan, but I haven't been on their latest ship, which is the Pursuit, a chance to actually win the cruise on board.
I know, but you work here, so terms and conditions apply. Unfortunately.
I don't think I can register. But if you go to planetcruise.com, you can register, and a chance to win a fantastic, I think it's a 7-night cruise as well. So, yes, worth registering. You know, somebody's going to win it.
And do you know what, to be fair, for those of you that, you know, if you're thinking, I've always wanted to go on Azura but can't afford it, great opportunity, because what have you got to lose?
But we're going to start with our first deal, which is It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's with P&O. It's a chance to visit the Norwegian fjords. Look at the price. $589.
Yeah, and great prices for families. There's children sell from £1 per person. Again, terms and conditions apply, but a family of 4 from £1,275. That's
really...
on a P&O ship, which is catering for the British market, sailing out of the UK as well, so no airports, no flying. This is going to fly. It really is going to be one of the best-selling cruises tonight's show, I think.
And what's the deposit on this one, Justin?
This one is an exclusive from as little as just £1 per person. Terms and conditions do apply, so do speak to your cruise specialist and ask any questions.
Well, it's been too long since I've been on a cruise. So it has.
Why? Is that because you've lost your tan, or is it because you're losing your taste?
I've never had a tan. No, I've been moving house, but that's all done.
Oh yeah, of course.
So let's go on a cruise and let's take you on board with P&O.
With over 8 places to eat, drink and socialise, a plethora of venues to unwind, or 5 fantastic entertainment venues, Azura is a destination unto itself. Dining on board Azura definitely takes centre stage. With 3 main restaurants to choose from and the choice of either club or freedom dining, you'll definitely have plenty of options. But for that real touch of home, how about an incredible afternoon tea designed by master patissier Eric Lanlard? Now, if you like a bit of spice, and Atakulcha Sindhu is definitely calling you. Blending together British and Indian cuisine, this is one not to be missed. And for the wine lovers out there, you need to pay a visit to Ollie Smith's Glasshouse. Split into 4 age groups with a boatload of activities and some seriously enthusiastic reef rangers on hand, your kids will be thoroughly entertained during your cruise. There are a host of games and toys to use, and new activities are planned daily. Plenty to keep the little ones amused while you head off for some shopping or maybe even a spa. Speaking of which, did you know there's a child-free zone on board called The Retreat? Well, there is, and you can get a spa treatment al fresco while you sit back and relax. Of course, there are more treatments available inside the Oasis Spa as well. And if you fancy working up a sweat, there's of course the gym as well. In the evening, why not head along to the Playhouse, Azura's 800-seat theatre, where you can catch any number of live performances. If you prefer something a little bit more intimate, then head along to either Malabar or Manhattan lounges, or maybe even head up to the pool to catch a film on the C screen. Whether you want an inside or a suite, there is a cabin on board Azura to match everybody's budget and taste. The insides are cosy but still come with the all-important tea and coffee making facilities. However, if you're looking to treat yourself, then why not go for a suite? Over twice the size of a regular balcony cabin and offering you not only a spacious bedroom but a living area as well. Oh, and if you really want to see how the other half live, then there's even a butler on hand.
Well, P&O, an amazing company with such a great reputation.
I spent 6 years with them, so...
You did.
Yeah,
and everything very British on board, isn't it, in terms of the pound and...
And do you know what, unfortunately, I just left before this class of ship had come in. Of course, it was a tried and tested platform across from the Princess side of the business, and the facilities are just great. And again, for those of you that have been cruising with P&O for years, you know what you're getting. Yeah. And the staff, they're probably the same staff because they stay on there for such a long time.
And great entertainment as well.
Yeah.
But nice and easy. This one.
Obviously, it was better 10, 15 years
when
ago.
You were there, of course. Of course, Justin. Anyway, we're cruising out.
Debatable.
We're cruising out of Southampton. So it's nice and easy, really easy, actually. First day's at sea, so you get to explore the ship.
Yes, yeah, and as you sail out of Southampton, it's a hard to, which way, right or left? Hard to port, because we're going up to the fjords.
We certainly are. And our first port of call is Stavanger.
Yeah, do you know what? This is just a stunning place for photography, not only in the towns, but if you head up into some of the mountain ranges, there's some absolutely beautiful, breathtaking photograph opportunities.
Honestly, if you've never ever cruised on the fjords, they are spectacular.
They're
even better than the pictures, though, aren't they?
Yeah, and when you're there as well, I mean, you've got Old Stavanger, you've got the viewpoint that you just saw there, which is part of the mountain range, and you've also got one of the oldest cathedrals in Norway. Also, there's a chance to sail a restored Norwegian Mayflower ship, which is actually a ship that carried the first Norwegian immigrants across North America. So, very important culturally. Then we're off to Olden. Now, for me, the highlight of Olden has got to be the Brixton Glacier. You know, if I said to you, do you fancy going out and climbing a glacier, you'd be thinking of ice axes and boots and all of that. no, you can actually go up to the foot of the glacier and you can stand on it and you can hear this natural formation of ice.
And
actually
it's so blue, isn't it?
And it's absolutely beautiful.
It really is.
Yeah, the actual town itself, you know, you can walk up in to town from the ship. There's some nice little produce locally. But then we move on to Ålesund. Now, this is all about the architecture. It's all Art Nouveau. You've also got a viewpoint, which is about 400 steps up, but it's definitely well worth it. And you've also got a great, if you're an ornithologist or you like your birds, there's a bird sanctuary which is about 18 miles away from the port, so not actually that far, and it hosts 240 different species of bird. So, yeah, you didn't think that about Norway, but there you go. And then we're back into Bergen. Now, Bergen is probably one of my favourite ports on the Norwegian itinerary. Very cosmopolitan, great shopping. Restaurant-wise, some great food. They have obviously a fresh abundance of seafood, but there's a fish market that's here every week, and if you hit it on the day that the fish market is, you can get some great produce. But all of the restaurants around the harbour are really worthwhile going to, or you can get the cable car or the vernacular railway up into the mountains. I want to say up into the mountains, you know, it looks like a 5-minute ride up into the forest. You can do some walking tours up there, which is highly recommended.
But the views are amazing, aren't they?
Yeah, and also a lot of people think that, you know, it's going to be cold, but this time in Norway, yeah, in the middle of the night it's going to be cold, but at midday you'll need sunblock on. It's one of those great, crisp, fresh, and especially when you're sailing some of the fjords, you get some sort of an idea of the gigantic proportions of this beautiful part of the world.
Well, a final day at sea, and then back, of course, to Southampton. Now, let's just show you what is included here. An amazing deal to start the show tonight. So the kids sail from £1 per person on selected departure dates. That means a family of 4 can sail together from just £1,275. There are no service charges on cruises departing from May 2019. And we have got an exclusive, remember, deposits start from just £1 per person on selected departure dates, all terms and conditions on our website, and really great to maybe spend the night before in the Holiday Inn in Winchester. You can do that for only £95 per person, and that includes a great breakfast, parking for the week, and your port transfers. Now, I want you to see the prices because we've actually got a brilliant selection of dates, starting in April, all the way through to August. And having actually cruised around the fjords myself, I've cruised in early May and in August, and both are spectacular. But if you do cruise later on in the year, July and August, then you've got virtually 24 hours of daylight, haven't you?
Yeah.
So
And
really wonderful.
That in itself is an experience.
Yeah. I parted all night, you can imagine. So you think about this, but the prices are brilliant. They've got some great prices on outside and balcony and for family of 4. The ID number for this one, by the way, is 156065. But this is all part of our big January sale here on Ad World. That's a brilliant one to start with, isn't it?
Yeah, and of course, don't forget all of the deals that we've got tonight, and we've got a few other extras and luxury corner. It's all part of the big January sale.
But I always have my eye on a cruise, and I've really got my eye on this next one, because I do love an all-inclusive.
Yeah, but on a brand new ship from Marella that's adult only.
Now, just am I right in saying this was I wasn't on the show last week because I had man flu, as you know, but this featured very briefly, and it was a massive seller. So we thought we'd spend a bit of time on it tonight. So it is selling really quickly. And it's adults only, isn't it? Yeah, well, look, last week we actually had a few spaces left on the maiden voyage, but now this is a fantastic opportunity. She's a ship that was actually released in the 90s under the Celebrity Century banner, and has spent many years sailing the world, but it's been completely refurbished by Thompson, which is or Marella Cruises, which is part of the Thompson brand and the Thompson family. This is just phenomenal. You get a small ship which has got brand new features, completely refurbished. Look at the quality of this sort of cruising at this sort of price. I wouldn't be surprised in the call centre right now that the phones are literally off the hook. We honestly, we know we're going to get massive amount of calls tonight for this. The price, and you've got to bear in mind, this is all-inclusive, so that's a great selection of drinks. and all of your tips as well, and your flights.
Yeah, and the
779.
facilities. The facilities. I mean, you've got the actual ship's restaurant, the Mediterranean. It's a classic restaurant, but then you've got the marketplace, which is a buffet restaurant. You've got Latitude 53. This is more of a dining venue and experience, a panoramic windows.
Oh, just inside, I'm just looking. Amazing, isn't she?
I mean, this is the outside deck area.
That was the marketplace you're
the
talking
marketplace
about, yeah.
where you've got your buffet. It is just beautiful. And look at the brands that they're aligning themselves with to do the spa, Champneys. So it just is going up that extra level. And for those of you who think, you know, a smaller ship, you know, only 1,800 passengers, it's going to feel cramped, it's going to feel tight. Have you seen the amount of space? And I can see you, look, that dance floor had your name written all over it.
Did it? You've obviously not seen me dance. I think, seriously, I've got my eye on this one. Big time.
Brilliant.
It really is.
It really is good. And, you know, you've still got the snack shack, the surf and turf Corala, you've got the dining club, you've got mini golf. There is just so much when it comes to facilities, but it's the value for money. For those of you that have gone on Thompson Cruises before, you know, it's the same great Thompson product, this great same Thompson brand. And I won't be surprised, because this is a new ship to the fleet, what we used to do with P&O is some of the staff would effectively migrate across to the new ship, set it up because they had that experience, launch the ship, and, you know, you do get a great vibe with a new ship, whether it's a new ship or new to the fleet.
Now, with the feedback we get, great entertainment always with Marella, great food, great service, but some great places to visit. We actually fly you from London Gatwick to Naples, don't we?
Yeah, this is just where you embark your ship and you have a nice relaxing day at sea, and then you're off to Spain, you're off to Palamos.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, this is Costa Brava, so medieval coastal town. You know, it is a beautiful, quiet, sleepy little fishing village that you can just enjoy local produce and a great relaxing day. Then we're off to France, we're off to Toulon. So, you know, if you like the likes of Saint-Tropez and Cannes and Nice, this is still Côte d'Azur, but it's a pleasant surprise. It's got a great naval history. This is actually where around 60% of France's naval forces are based. But need I say any more? Look at that tranquil cove that's just got those turquoise blues, great architecture, great produce. Some of the local stuff to look out for here is there's a type of pâté and sausage. Sausage.
Oh,
I'm trying to be fancy because it's French. And also perfumed soap. So if you think of the lavender fields of Provence and the beautiful lemon groves, then you can just get that some sort of an idea. Just a little bit of a tip, you know, just because I'm a man that's travelled, cultured, I should say. But these two next ports, this is the highlight of this cruise. Great value, great ship. Fancy going to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa? Then you can. Fancy going into Rome? You can. And this is how it's going to happen. So you dock in the port of Livorno, which in itself is a great town, and it's quite a large town. But if you then head on in, you can go to Florence. You can go and see the Ponte Vecchio Bridge. Great jewellery there. You can go and see some great culture with David. There's several different statues of our David. Or you can go and see the Leaning Tower, or you can do both of it in one day. Now, this is where, as a cruise specialist, we can book packs for you. So we can book not only the cruises, but we can also book some of the tours, which saves time. You don't miss out on them, because worst thing, I don't know whether you, in your early days of cruising, I mean, you're a little bit more seasoned now, but you get on board and you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to book that tour. You get on and there's no spaces.
Yeah, sold out. Yeah.
You're like, what are we going to do now? Okay, there's still stuff to do locally, but if it's a big day like Livorno heading into Pisa, or Civitavecchia, which is the port for Rome. So, you know, I mean, Rome, let's just reel through it. I mean, you can go to all of the great classics. You can go and see the Colosseum. You can go and see places like the Trevi Fountain. You can go to the Vatican Square, the Vatican. You can go to see... I've literally lost my phone there.
Which have you missed out?
I'm just trying to think now. Spanish Steps. Spanish Steps.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Sistine Chapel as well. All of it, you can do it all in one day. So that's the great thing, that you've got a Thompson cruise, Marella cruise, with a brand new ship to the fleet, and then a great itinerary. It finishes up in Sardinia. Olbia is a lovely tonic to those two big port days. You know, if you want to do something active, then you can do a little bit of water sports, if you want to lay on the beach, or if you just want to have a nice little lunch or brunch. I think brunch would be nice. Some mussels, cold white wine. Just really indulge in the culture. You're liking the idea of that, aren't you?
I love the idea of this cruise, I really do. And then, of course, back to Naples. and your flight back to London Gatwick. So amazing value. Say we featured Marella last week. Loads of calls came in. This is adults only. And, you know, obviously, if you are looking for an adult-only ship, this is the one to go for. All-inclusive, that's all of your tips as well as your drinks. It is the maiden season. She is selling very fast, as you can imagine, for the Explorer 2 there, the newest ship to the Marella fleet. Now, the return flights, so they're based on Bristol on this one, aren't they? Apologies, they are based on Bristol, but we have got other flights available for a supplement. And if you would like to further your stay in Naples, we've actually got a brilliant deal where you can stay in a 7-night hotel from only £319 per person, based on the 9th of October departure there. Price-wise, big selection of dates, actually. So we've got dates all the way through from May into October. And I've got to say, the price is good on all of those. The singles are selling very well. We've already had a couple of sellouts on those. So if you are one of our single ladies and gents, give us a call tonight. Or, of course, any time between 8 and 11. And we have got regional flights. So our flights are based on Bristol, but we've got all of those other flights available for just a supplement as well. The ID number for that one, by the way, is 176090. That's a really good one. Oh!
Did I hear a horn?
Well, my hearing's gone since I'm 50. I don't know. Was that a horn? I heard something faint. What was it?
Another great deal of the big January sales. There you go. And this time it's from Cruiser Maritime. Hey, man, how'd you fancy heading out to the Caribbean? Yes.
Anytime.
Exactly. This is actually going out to the Caribbean, joining Jamaica, and then heading back down to Tilbury. A 19-night cruise. And look at the price that you got there. And I'm right in saying this, I'm having to question myself now. That's the best way to travel, because as you're coming back, you're actually gaining a night, gaining an hour every night. Is that right? On the way back?
I can't remember.
It's one way or the other. Answers on a postcard.
Just in my hearing's not as good since I'm 50, and now that my eyes. Does that say under £51 per person per night?
It certainly does.
Wow.
£51 per person.
That is crazy. Obviously, it is a late deal. It's the 15th of March this year, so not too long to wait for that one. But the whole cruise, 90 nights from 965. That's nearly 3 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, look at the ports there.
Amazing.
Tortola, St Martin, Antigua, Barbados. That's a good cruise.
And I tell you what, that single superior ocean view, that will go very quick. I know there won't be many of them, starting at 1869. Got a good show tonight, haven't we?
Yeah. How about we go from the Caribbean to the Far East?
Sounds good to me.
Let's go there.
Can we go in style there?
Go on then. Who'd you fancy cruising with?
I think Princess would be nice, don't you?
Sounds like a plan.
I do love I've cruised with Princess quite a few times. I really love them, actually.
Yeah, and well, the Sapphire Princess, she was one of 2 ships actually built in Japan, so it really was tailored to this particular market, this area. But before you actually embark on your cruise, you're heading to one of my favourite places on the planet, especially at night, because, I mean, this place is just, it is, when they say about, you know, it's like day and night, Singapore is incredible. And what we're going to include with this is not only a cruise, you're also going to get a 3-night hotel stay in Singapore. Again, check out the hotels that you've got there, because I've had some of the best service, and we're not talking 5-star, we're talking in you know, good quality hotels. It's phenomenal. You've got Marina Bay Sands, the Raffles Hotel, you've got the Anderson Bridge there, you've got the Opera House. You have got the gardens by the... Oh, there's the Merlion. So this is the fabled half lion, half sea creature. Is that right? Yeah. Half fish. Merlion. There you go. Like a mermaid.
We got that.
A lion. But this is the gardens by the bay. This is actually just part of it. There's a beautiful walkway that goes all the way around the top, and at night this is all lit up. In the daytime, you've got flowers around steel structures, and this is part of the cooling system for the actual dome that you've got here. And this, if you love botanicals, if you love your gardens, this actual flower dome that you've got here is absolutely out of this world.
And we should say this, obviously this tour is included in the price on the screen, isn't it?
This is included, the actual gardens by the bay tour. And, you know, it really is worth going down there. I mean, at night, again, if you want to have a little bit of a wander around, then you can do. And it really is great shopping here as well. I've got to say that Marina Bay Sands, the actual shopping centre. You only you stayed.
Oh, I was gutted. I only stayed a night there, and it wasn't enough.
Yeah,
really wasn't. So you get 3 nights on this one. Yeah,
exactly.
I felt really kind of cheated. I loved what I saw, but it wasn't enough. No. Next time.
Come and see me. I'll tell you where there are some great places in Singapore. Yeah. Really good.
Anyway, after your 3 nights stay in that wonderful 4-star hotel and your Gardens by the Bay tour, you're actually on board the Sapphire Princess for 7 nights. And here's just a little look into this beautiful ship. Princess, they are known for their high standards, and they've got a very, very loyal following. Excellent ships in terms of decor, service, food, entertainment, and they have been innovators as well, haven't they?
Oh yeah, definitely. Things like Movies Under the Stars. You've got Sabatini's, the Italian Trattoria. You know, got great restaurants on there. You've got Churchill Cigar Lounge. You've got a nightclub on there. You've got Skywalker's nightclub right at the back. You really have got something for everybody. Really is. But it's the actual places that you go into, because from Singapore you've got a lovely relaxing day at sea, and then we're into tranquility. It's Koh Samui.
Yeah, beautiful.
I mean, it is the beach resort of Thailand, and just absolutely stunning. To mix it up, if you just want to get a little bit of spice, if you want to slurp on some noodles, you want to have a little bit of culture as well, where do you go to? Bangkok, Oriental City. And this is the port of Lam Shabang. And here, definitely, there's one thing that I never got to do, and I always wanted to, apart from the Grand Palace, Jim Thompson's house. So he's a great American explorer and entrepreneur, and he's got his residence here, which is one of the largest teak residences in the area. Beautiful sort of vibe to the place, and just to have the day there, fantastic. Lovely relaxing day at sea, and then we're off to the port of Phu, which is the port for Ho Chi Minh City. And, you know, this really a great opportunity, formerly known as Saigon, so, you know, great history. You've got the Notre Dame Cathedral, you've got loads of beautiful temples, and, you know, it really is, you know, you've got pagodas one side, you've got bicycles and great architecture. It's just that clash of culture and history.
I have to say, I really enjoyed my time in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Really did.
Relaxing day at sea, and then you're back into Singapore and then heading home. But, you know, for me, it's, you know, the amount of things that you get included and the value for money. The 3-night stay in a 4-star hotel in Singapore. I'm telling you now, a 4-star hotel in Singapore, you will be amazed.
And I'm just thinking about the value of the flights alone as well. So, as we just mentioned, that wonderful 3-night stay in that 4-star hotel, the Gardens by the Bay tour. If you'd like to extend your trip, we can actually add on a 5-night Bali stay from just $449. You'll be on this beautiful ship. You'll be on board for 7 nights, and you've got return flights there included, but we have got regionals available at a supplement as well. Just want to share the prices, because the lead date, this is for 2020, the lead date there is the February date. We've also got dates there in January. And I've got to say, I was very lucky on one of my Princess cruises. I did go for mini suite, and it was fabulous. Really, yeah, an awful lot of space, and that is a very good price. And that February date there for the mini suite, 1799. The ID number for this one, by the way, is 183583. But again, we think that one is going to go very, very quickly indeed. But apparently, we're going to go to the phone lines.
We're going to go live right now to our call centre. How are we doing there, Mark? Can you hear me? Yeah,
Hi, guys.
Hello, Mark.
How are we?
We are very well, but you're a little bit quiet in the studio, unless my hearing has gone. So hang on, we're just going to turn you up a little bit.
It must be the snow.
Might be.
It is.
Oh, we can hear you. Brilliant.
There we go.
Hey!
Great. Now, Mark, I gather you've got an amazing deal with Norwegian Cruise Lines. Is that right?
Oh my God, it's phenomenal.
Right, what is it, Ron? They've kept it secret from us, but they just said it's Norwegian Cruise Lines. What is it then?
It is. I can't believe it. It's one of the lowest prices we've ever seen for a 7-night premium all-inclusive cruise. So the details of it are, you fly from the UK on the 15th of December to Rome, and then on arrival in Rome, you'll sail from the port, and then you'll sail on to Dubrovnik, then it's on to Kotor in Montenegro, then it's Messina in Sicily, then it's Naples, then it's Livorno for Florence and Pisa, and then back to Rome, where you'll fly back to the UK. Now, included in your fare is the premium all-inclusive drinks, free tips, free Wi-Fi and up to $500 on board spend.
Wow.
All that is for an astounding 1069 per person. It's a steal.
Oh my word! So hang on. I need to make a note of this. So,
what was the ID number? Because it looks as if... and can you get the holiday form ready? Because Sean's going on holiday.
It was when I heard the words premium all-inclusive. So Mark, just get to say 15th of December, did you say?
That's correct.
Yeah. 7 nights.
Yeah.
Premium all-inclusive.
Yeah.
And did you say there's on-board spend as well?
There is, yeah. There's up to $500 on board spend.
That must be one of the best ever, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal there.
Right, what is the ID number, Mark? Is there a number for it that our viewers can jot down? Yeah?
Yes. The ID number for that one is 189.
I'm just putting it on here. 189, yeah?
597.
189597.
Now, if you want to upgrade your cabin, your Oceania cabins are from 1299 per person.
Right, and make a note of all of this. Good.
But it gets even better.
Go on.
If you book a balcony cabin and above...
Yeah.
You don't get to meet Sean Ryan, do you?
Yeah, not only do you get all those cheeky freebies I've mentioned, but you will also get a free speciality dining package.
Seriously, I have made a note of all of this, just like you know.
And can you share that with Sean Ryan, the speciality dining package? Candlelit dinner for two.
Do you know, I found a couple of weeks before Christmas quite stressful. It's so busy, you can't get parking space in it tonight. So to get away, on the 15th of December, amazing. That actually covers... Mark, that covers my birthday on the 20th as well. I'm very tempted.
Get your credit card out, we're waiting.
It's here, honestly. Mark, that one will sell very quickly, won't it?
It will. It will sell out. It is a brand new itinerary as well, so it will sell really quickly.
Mark, thank you so much for that. I've got all the notes there, and so have our viewers. So thank you very much, and have a great evening, won't you? Thank you, Mark.
Yeah. That's great.
And of course, don't forget, you know, the guys and girls are ready to take your calls up to 11 o'clock tonight. So, you know, this is the busiest time for them and one of the best times for you know, the guys at home to book. It's the big January sale.
And we should say, I know some of you watch the show again on our app and on our website and our repeat channel, Aldill Extra, but the sooner you order and book that, the sooner you've got your place. I've got the ID number written down here, 189597. Anyway, we're going to move on to... that was really good, but Royal Caribbean are next, aren't they?
Yes, Explorer of the Seas. This time we're heading off to Spain and France. Look at her. Beautiful.
My very first cruise with Royal Caribbean, and I've got a real soft spot for them. So let's have a little look on board. Now, we're talking about... First of all, the Explorer of the Seas, a beautiful ship. You've got all the classic Royal Caribbean features here, things like the rock climbing wall. You've also got things like the ice skating rink as well. Amazing shows on there. You've got your mini golf course, so loads of activities for you and the entire family.
Well, she was first of the Voyager class, so really, you know, the quality of the facilities on board, the food. I mean, food-wise, I mean, you've got all the classics like Johnny Rockets and Windjammer Cafe, Italian Portofino restaurants, but additions like Ben & Jerry's. I mean, fancy going to Johnny Rockets, having a burger, watch it. Then a little bit of Ben & Jerry's. The brands are available, but it's not quite fish food. It's not quite fish food.
I love the Royal Promenade with Royal Caribbean.
It's really a signature of that ship, really, isn't it? It was sort of one of the first cruise lines to really push the boat out. Excuse the pun. You mentioned the entertainment earlier on.
Brilliant entertainment.
Look at the size of the stage there, and just imagine, you know, the cost that it would be involved if you wanted to go and see a production, or if you wanted to go to an ice rink and see, you know, one of these big theatrical productions. You know, all of that is included, and your free drinks, and your free Wi-Fi, and we haven't even talked about where you're going.
I've seen that price, though, 719. What's the deposit on this one?
It's as little as £1 per person. Terms and conditions apply.
Wow, that is... Anyway, yeah, we don't even know where we're going.
Exactly.
I don't care. I'm on that wonderful ship.
Out to Southampton, are we going to go left or right? We're going to go hard to starboard. Hard to starboard and head down, relaxing day at sea, and then into the port of Vigo. Now, of course, Vigo is a lovely place on itself, good for dropping off and going further afield. You can go to Santiago de Compostela So if you want to do something a little bit cultural, then you can go there. Cascavello is sort of this historic centre of the town, and it's just lovely to have a little bit of a wander around, just find these little shops, little restaurants, cafes. Then we're off to Gijon. Now, Gijon's very rare to see on our itinerary. I was just going back through to find my notes on Gijon, and I think we've only featured it a couple of times in the last years.
Actually.
Now, one of the things that I like about it, it's got 13 miles, or 21 kilometres, depends on how you want to work it, of bike lanes. So you can get a bike and you can go for a lovely little bike ride. It's got great history. The Romans were in here. You've got great sights to see, but I just think it looks like a beautiful place. I really, if it was on my itinerary, I'll be a happy man. I'll be a happy man. Then we've got a relaxing day at sea, and then we're off to Le Havre, which is the port of call for Paris. Now, of course, you will have to transfer from Le Havre to Paris, but you know what? The places that I've been, the things that I've seen, and the things that I've done, and I've never been to Paris. I can't believe it. I need to do it. I mean, to go to the Louvre and see some of the great art there and the architecture. You know, the Arc de Triomphe. You know, there is a great... I just want to go down the little bistro alleys.
We'll get you on this cruise.
You know where all those celebrity chefs start out and there's little bistros?
Yeah.
That's where I just want to go. I just want to go there, have a little pain au chocolat, have a little croissant, a little bit of... what else is French?
A little bit of beef bourguignon.
Oh, yeah, beef bourguignon. No, hang on, beef bourguignon. Beef bourguignon.
Beef bourguignon.
Yeah. And like Chateauneuf de Pop as well. Lovely little glass to go down.
Oh, yes.
Do you realise he's looking at me, he's going, what? What? Is that a brand of gin? Anyway. But then you're back to Southampton, and that finishes a 6-night cruise.
Right. We are very excited about this one, because guess what?
I get excited when I hear the music, that's the trouble.
I get excited when I read that deluxe drinks package included as well.
And free Wi-Fi, you can't underestimate.
Oh, now that does finish at midnight tonight.
Ah, yes. So bear in mind, if you're watching this on demand,
catch up and things.
Catch up, that's the one.
Yeah, you will not get the free Wi-Fi if you're watching this live right now. You've got until midnight to get that. Obviously, a lot of things are coming to close at the end of the January sale. Again, we've got an exclusive here, deposit from just £1 per person. And if you'd like to stay the night before in a wonderful Holiday Inn in Winchester, and it's really nice, you can do that for just £95 per person. That does include breakfast, parking and port transfers. But let's have a little look at this deluxe drinks package.
I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
But it's really good. I mean, jokes apart, it is really good. Because not only does it include things that, you know, great selection of cocktails, spirits, liqueurs, wines, beer, soda beverages, bottled water, also things like your freshly squeezed orange, mocktails. You know, I love my coffees, all my premium coffees, all of that is included, and your premium teas as well. So that is a really great deal to get that included. And again, the ID number for that one is 173269. But again, we are anticipating a very, very busy show. Loads of you, I know, booking tonight, I'm sure. But
I know, but I just realised we've still got a river cruise from Viking and Oceania, and we've got an absolute cracker coming up for you now. Part of the big January sale.
No, I am on the edge of my seat with this one. What?
On the edge?
I am on the edge.
What, are you craving for modern luxury? Yes!
Oh, yes!
It's the most anticipated ship. It's one of the best cruise lines, and indeed we are top agent for a lot of the cruise lines. You just have to check this out. We're going to give you an opportunity to cruise on Celebrity Edge. This is not supposed to be in the part of the big January sale, but look, it's not just the brand, it's not just the price. Have you seen what cabin it is? It's an infinite veranda. So we had to bring this to you tonight. The fact that we've got cabins available on this one, Ruth's going to be here next week. I'm looking forward to seeing Ruth again. It's been a while. That is phenomenal.
I've got to say, we have featured the Edge, but we've never seen a price like this.
No, but for a new ship to get classic drinks package included, which you know the value in that, free gratuities, you can book it from as little as £1 per person, terms and conditions apply. Your flights are from London Gatwick, and look at the itinerary, a classic, Rome, Capri, Florence and Pisa via Livorno, Monte Carlo, Cannes, Palma, and then into Barcelona.
And as Justin said, that isn't for an inside, that is the infinite veranda. They were designed by Kelly Hoppen, weren't they? Yeah. So I mean, amazing. We've never seen a veranda, a stateroom like that, and the Edge. I mean, honestly, I cannot wait to sail on her because she is the most spectacular ship that we've ever seen, and well, she's been groundbreaking and is breathtaking. So I might even book that one myself. That is the best price we've had by far, isn't it?
Just another one. Anyway,
I am trying. I mean, I'm behind. I'd love to go on her though, really would. But
should mix it up.
Something I've never done is a river cruise.
Do you know, it's the first ever cruise experience I ever had.
Was
it
it?
was on the Rhine. Yeah, it was. Do you know, it was a really, really great experience. But this, and bear in mind, a lot of people's perceptions, you see the smaller ships on the Rhine, some of them do tend to be a little bit older. These from Viking are modern, up to date. They are designed, they are built for the areas that they're sailing in. And look, there's only 88 cabins on board. So, you know, you have got a great experience. And for those of you that, if you love just city hopping, you know, pop into a city, having a couple of days, then doing something else, this is perfect because you're literally on and off straight into the port.
And the standards are going to be spectacular.
Yeah.
But before you get on this beautiful river cruise, you actually have a 2-night stay in Lisbon and a beautiful hotel. And Lisbon, and I only actually visited Lisbon for the first time on a cruise last year.
Yeah.
What an amazing place.
Where did you go?
I was in their day.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest,
You got on the tram?
I went on the tram.
Exactly.
I did.
You got on the tram. Great for shopping because I mean it was.
I didn't do any shopping. I must admit.
Oh, you didn't do any shopping in Lisbon. Brilliant. But
And
you've got the 25th.
and a lot of the custard tarts. Had a few of those.
Oh, I bet you did.
I did go on one of those though.
There you go. You should have walked up there after them tarts. But no, you know, chicken and chips, a glass of beautiful Mateus Rosé. You've got places like the Torre de Belém, or the Belém Tower,
which I did visit.
the Monument of Discoveries, the 25th of April Bridge. There's lots to see and do. And Lisbon's basically split up into 3 different quarters. You've got the financial quarter, the old district, and then bars and restaurants. So, you know, it is really... And do you know what I recommend? If you're going to Lisbon, do the tram around the 3 districts.
Yes.
Find the places you want to go to, and then you can pinpoint, go, ooh, you know, drop a pin on your map. And just, you know, just go, oh, we'll go there.
It's a wonderful place, and I'm glad you get 2 nights there as well. But after your stay in Lisbon, you're going to have the most incredible river cruise with Viking. And Viking, I mean, the reputation they've got in the industry is superb, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think the images that you're seeing here speaks for itself. I'm going to be frankly honest with you tonight. The time that we have doesn't allow me to go into the detail of what comes included and what covers this. But if you are tempted by this, call the number tonight. Our guys and girls are down in the office until 11 o'clock tonight, and they will have as much time as you need to explain everything that's included and where you're going. It really is amazing.
Just looking there, I mean, there's a lot included this one. And by the way, we have got a Planet Cruise exclusive, so on top of all of the drinks that you get with lunch and dinner, the free Wi-Fi, the free grats, you'll also get up to £150 worth of M&S vouchers as well.
Yeah.
But should we have a look at these lovely ports that we're staying in?
Yeah, we're talking about ports. We're going to Porto. Yeah. As you're sailing, you'll see all of the... it's a bit like Hollywood. You know the Hollywood sign that you see? You have all of the great port brands that are up on the hillside.
Fabulous.
And I must admit, I think I don't know whether it's my age, but I had a taste for port over Christmas. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. And the bridge that you just see in the background there was designed by the same guy that did the Eiffel Tower. So there you go. There you go. You learn something new every day. But this is, you're actually getting on board the ship, you're spending the night in Porto, and then after breakfast the following day, you get a chance to have a look around the historic centre of this UNESCO World Heritage Site. You've got the afternoon to explore on your own. There's optional tours that you can go on out to some of the medieval quarters as well. And then you're on to your next port of call, which is Regua. Now, this is where it gets... So you spend the morning in Regua along the Douro and arrive in Pinhao a little bit later on in the day. You actually arrive there for the evening. But during the day, you get a chance to go to the chateau. Well, it's not the chateau. The villa, sorry. It's Portugal. Slightly different. I just saw vineyards. But Mateus Rosé, we just mentioned it a couple of days ago. You actually get to see the classic, you know, the picture of the villa on the bottle. that's where you get to go. So you get a chance to see that there and see some of the greatest winemaking regions as well. Then we're off to Barca de Alva, and again, the morning you're actually sailing on the Douro, and you see some of the great rock formations. You'll get to see some of the dams as well, and then you'll get a chance to go to Castelo Rodrigo in the afternoon. So again, great to see an old culture and an old village before you come back to the ship itself. The next port of call is Vega de Taron and then Salamanca as well. And again, you've got the option, you've got a full-day excursion that you go to Salamanca. And of course, again, another UNESCO World Heritage Site there, dating back to the Middle Ages, and get a chance to ride through the Iberian countryside, really, to Salamanca. In the afternoon, you get a city tour, you go through all the Gothic houses, some of them dating back to the 13th century there, and there's also the old cathedral. When you return to the ship, then you'll return into Vega de Taron. Then we're off to Pinhal. Now, on the morning, you're going to be sailing, again, getting to see some of the vineyards. And then in the afternoon, you get to discover how bread was made in the old days in this particular region. So lots more that you're going to be doing. And that night, I believe you are actually docked alongside. Then our last port of call is Rigua. This, you get a chance to visit Lamego, which is a small town known for its Baroque sanctuary of Our Lady church as well, which goes back to the 14th century. A little bit of Moorish design there as well. And you also get a chance to see the Gothic cathedral, which dates back to the 12th century. That night you get a farewell dinner on board and chance to really relax and take stock of that wonderful cruise.
And then back to Porto, of course, where
you
disembark.
For your disembarkation, yeah.
An awful lot included on this one. Now, we have got that exclusive, don't forget, tonight. So up to £150 worth of M&S vouchers. They're going to come in very handy indeed. A 2-night stay in that 4-star hotel in Lisbon. And you will get, of course, all of your complimentary drinks. That's with lunch and dinner. You're going to get free Wi-Fi and gratuities and return flights based on London Gatwick. Now, this has been selling very, very fast. Obviously, limited availability. How many passengers did you say?
88 cabins.
88 cabins.
So 150.
Yeah, not a huge amount of availability. And have a look at the prices here. We've already had a few sellouts on the French balcony. Bear in mind, these dates are for 2020 as well. What I would say is, I mean, the river view is beautiful, but if you can go for that French balcony, on my word, you are going to get the most breathtaking views. So much light as well. The ID number for this one is 203823. But last but by no means least...
Is this right that it's in the big January sale? Because this, I'm sorry, that doesn't seem to be the brand or the ship that should be in the big January sale.
Well, I will let you know, we actually did feature this this cruise with Oceania recently. I don't think you were on the show. Just
no, I would have remembered Oceania.
Well, 2 things that made it a top seller. First of all, this cruise sails out of Southampton. Oceania never do that. They do it once or twice a year. So if you and this is a premium brand, they're amazing. I've cruised them, fantastic. That's the first reason why it's a top seller. But the deposit, we've got a half-price deposit for this show, from £300 per person. But get this, if you've got up to 120 days before you sail to cancel, and you get all your deposit back. Because these dates for 2020, I would book right now, and if you want to cancel, you can cancel, get your deposit back up to 120 days before you sail. That is amazing. It really is. So no risk whatsoever. But, on my word, you're going to be spoilt. You're going to be really spoilt. Have a look at this. So, first of all, we are talking premium 5-star luxury, aren't we?
Yeah, and
I mean, it's amazing.
Well, I mean, as soon as you're going on board a ship and the interior is Ralph Lauren interiors, it is phenomenal. You've got a ship that's only 65,000 tonnes, maximum capacity of 1,200.
Much space.
This is a country club at sea.
Now, the speciality restaurants, they've actually included, aren't they?
Yeah, all of that's included, and you've got great things like the Red Ginger, Tuscan Grill. You've got the Canyon Ranch Spa as well.
I mean, if you are really into your food, Oceania are known as having the best food at sea, and they have won many awards in the industry, haven't they?
Yeah, Yeah, and you know, particularly with this itinerary as well, it really is a perfect time to book it. You know, we always say that the cruise industry, there's you know, the standard's really good, but it just depends on what you want. If it's something special to celebrate, this is the one to go for.
This really is premium luxury, and so much is included. I know we are short of time. I've got a very quick true story to tell you. Two of our presenters on Ideal World.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, Hayley and Sean.
Yeah.
They've cruised the Oceania twice. They didn't get off the ship once.
Yeah.
Because it was that good.
And
that's Hayley and Sean, two presenters, never got off the ship once.
And I love when they came back, they went, do you know what, we had an absolutely lovely time, but we were sick to the sight of lobster and champagne. First world problems. Every day, lobster and champagne.
They had the best time, and they
Yeah,
could wait.
yeah.
Anyway, Sean's up the next hour. He never got off the ship. Anyway.
He's over there as well.
Yeah.
Champagne.
So anyway, it's Oceania never cruised out of Southampton. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So it's cruising from Southampton, I'll say it again.
Yeah.
But where are we going to?
We're going off to Paris. And we're actually docking for Honfleur as well. We touched on Paris earlier on, so we'll move on to our next port of call. And now we're off to Brittany and the port of St Malo. Now, this is a great example of just a beautiful place with historical significance. You've got the fantastic tower, which is one of the highlights, and some of the wonderful rock formations as well. Then we're off to Brest. Now, this is all about seafood, crepes and cider. It's just a great opportunity, if you haven't been in this part of the world, to just enjoy the culture. Then we're off to La Rochelle. Here you've got a small harbour, you've got the three castle turrets, which is St Nicholas. And this is really the gateway to the Cognac region. So if you want to go out and do some of the tasting there, if you like a little Hennessy or you know what other brandies or cognacs, then you can do. Then we're off to Le Verdun and Bordeaux, and this is overnight as well. Straight away, as soon as you say the word Bordeaux, and of course this is overnight into the next day, then really you want to check out some of the vineyards, and you want to check out some of the great architecture. I mean, Chateau Rothschild is definitely one to go and see for the vineyards and the wineries. But we're off to Biarritz after that. From culture, to culture, completely different. This is where it was almost like the hipster movement of the south of France. Of France, not the south. But this is all about surfing, it's all about water sports, just having a great time. Then we're off to Bilbao, and this is the Basque country. So you've got French, you've got sort of Spanish culture with the Castilians coming in as well. You've got the Guggenheim Museum, so plenty to see and do. The old quarter's nice to have a wander around. And then another relaxing day at sea to have some more champagne and lobster, and then come back to Southampton.
Now, I forgot to mention you get free parking in Southampton, loads of extras actually, a refundable deposit up to 120 days before departure. In fact, and it was a top seller. In fact, the inside completely sold out. This is for a deluxe ocean view tonight. So, every booking will get a free case of wine. We've got a half-price deposit, fully refundable. That is unheard of. That's up to 128 days before departure. We've got free gratuities and an additional $200 onboard spend per stateroom. And you can choose either free Wi-Fi, free drinks, or $600 onboard spend on excursions, things like that. Itineraries, now they do differ slightly depending on departure date. And if you go for the 7th of August, just slightly different things there. You'll save $150 instead for your onboard spend. But there's a lot of extras tonight when you break that down. And here's the other dates that we've got available. We've either got the 25th of May or the 7th of August. But obviously, with it being one of the rare opportunities to cruise out of Southampton, it has been selling so fast. The ID number for this one is 192612. That is an amazing deal, isn't it? And honestly, Oceania doesn't get better. But January sales coming to close.
Yeah, we just have to remind you before we do the recap that you know, January is the best time to book a cruise. This year we've done deposits from just as little as £1 per person. Terms and conditions apply. One of the best things is got to be the interest-free payment plan, 0% interest. So definitely, you know, check that out. And also, if you think you're going to get a better deal elsewhere, just challenge us. Just say, look, you got a price match guarantee, but What do we have tonight?
Oh, we've just had the best. I want to book them all. So we started off with Pinot. And this is the 7-night springtime fjords from Southampton. Kids, they sail from just £1 per person. That's on selected departure dates. A whole family of 4 could cruise for 1,275, which is amazing. There are no service charges from May 2019. And remember, deposits from £1 per person on selected departure dates. All terms and conditions on our website at 156065. Don't forget, phone lines open until 11 o'clock. First thing at 8 o'clock in the morning for January, because we had that busy. Then it was Marella. This was a good one, wasn't it?
Well, we featured this last week and it was so popular it came back this week. This is an opportunity to come on to the newest ship to the fleet, to Marella. It's adult only, and this price, I'm telling you now, this is going to be one of the best-selling cruises tonight. Just pick up the phone and dial that number. ID number is 176090.
Really very tempted with that one. Then that wonderful cruise with, of course, Princess on board the Sapphire Princess. The 12-night Vietnam and Thailand from Singapore there. You've got a wonderful 3-night stay in that 4-star hotel in Singapore. You get the Gardens by the Bay tour. We can even add on a 5-night Bali stay from just $449, and you'll be on board this beautiful ship known as the Sapphire Princess. Return flights based on London, but some regional flights are available for a supplement as well. The ID number 183583.
Yeah, there we had Royal Caribbean. This is a chance to go around Spain and France and just look at the places you're going to be visiting there. But the fact that you've got free Wi-Fi that ends tonight.
Yes.
Also, exclusive Planet Cruise deposit from just £1 per person. Terms and conditions apply. The ID number on that one was 173269.
Did you mention the deluxe drinks package just now?
I thought I'd leave that for you.
Oh, thank you. And then we had that wonderful cruise with Viking. Again, we're talking exquisite food, beautiful ships, an exclusive for viewers tonight, £150 M&S vouchers up to £150 worth there, a 2-night stay in Lisbon in a 4-star hotel, and complimentary drinks with lunch and dinner, and free Wi-Fi and gratuities. And then that amazing cruise from Oceania, top seller previously.
Top seller previously, and as recommended by Sean and Hayley, you know, quotes, we were sick of the sight of lobster and champagne. I mean, come on. But look at this, look at the price, look at the brand. And the fact that you're getting free Wi-Fi and free drinks and $600 on board spend, phenomenal.
So many extras when you add up the value of those alone there.
Yeah. To be fair, I just got to say that, you know, with this, there's a lot of money there, but there's a lot included. Please, if you're tempted with either the brand, the ship, or the location, phone our guys and girls tonight, and they'll take you through everything that's
honestly
included.
Does not get better than that. And finally, don't forget, we did have that amazing deal on Celebrity's new ship, the one that everyone's talking about, the Edge.
Yes. We'll hear more about that next week.
So if you are interested in that, give us a call right now. And Ruth will be on the show next week, but that one will sell very quickly. It's the best price we've had on the Edge, isn't it?
Yeah. And don't forget, we are open until 11 o'clock tonight.
And that was for the 27th of July, and that's an infinite veranda. We've never seen those before. So busy, and we are extending our hours until 11 at night for January, and we're open at 8 in the morning. But please book the Celebrity one now, because I think that one's going to go. In fact, I think we've been so busy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Justin, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Are you back in 2 weeks?
No, I'll see you next week.
Oh, great. I will see you next week with Ruth on sofa as well. But thank you for watching Planet Cruise.
Hiya. Thanks for watching the video. Now don't forget to like, comment and subscribe below. Remember to click that bell to get all notifications. And if you're looking for more fantastic travel video content, like this click on the videos to the right hand side. It'll be really informative. Or click on the Planet logo to the left to go to our website for some fantastic deals. Keep cruising.